Steve Jobs, I'm coming for your look. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Connie. Today we are meeting on this cozy little corner of my couch because I just got a brand new puppy. Currently she's in our bedroom, which is my usual filming place. So enjoy this little therapist couch. But this therapist couch honestly works for the theme of today though, because today I'm here to share with you guys 5 steps on how to get out of a funk and actually start living your best life. Now, I am very passionate about this subject because I'm a Cancer sun, okay? My star chart is a Cancer sun, a Leo moon, and a Leo rising, and so if you don't know anything about astrology, just know it means I have a lot of feelings and I'm really dramatic. So I know a thing or two about funks, okay? So basically today I just wanted to share with you guys how I get out of my funks, and hopefully these will help you too. I am a second-year dental student at Tufts University in Boston. I'm also a pharmacist. If you're curious about the switch, I have the video linked down below on why I went to dental school after pharmacy school. So if you're interested, please subscribe down below and let's get into it. If Steve Jobs was a therapist. Step number 1 to fixing your funk. Respect the funk. Acknowledge the funk. Side note, did anyone in anatomy lab have those professors that would be like, appreciate this nerve, appreciate how it runs down this muscle? Meanwhile, I would be standing there in the corner, like can't even see anything, starving. I'd be like, yeah, sure, I appreciate it. Getting the same vibes here. But respect the funk. Here's the thing about funks. Oh my god, is my camera tilted? I know that they suck. I know that you want to get out of this funk that you're in. That's why you clicked on this video. But honestly, we need funks to happen. Funks are here because in life, there's this thing called momentum, right? Momentum. The impetus gained by a moving object. Impetus? Impetus? Impetus. The force or energy with which a body moves. Okay, so I actually just realized that momentum wasn't the right physics term that I was thinking of, but I've already committed to this physics analogy, so let me just think of another one. Okay, what comes up must go down, right? That's a good one. That's a safe one. You have to recognize that it's not normal to be going up all the time. Why? Because then when you get to the top, you would just slowly plateau, and then you wouldn't really get anywhere either. So in life, you honestly need these funks to bring you back down, have you slow down, collect your energy, reevaluate things, and prepare for your next peak that's coming. What's most important about funks is that they show you what current aspect you're getting wrong, what you're currently neglecting in life, what you need to shift your focus to. Recognize what you should be taking away from this funk, and that's the first step to getting over it. Number 2, reevaluating your priorities. I strongly believe that sometimes we get into funks simply because we are not living our authentic lives. Something is just not aligning with what we want from life and how we're actually spending our days. And that's because you're not prioritizing the right thing. Maybe you don't even know what your priorities are. It's almost like that funk is here to help you reevaluate that. What a coincidence. So take out a piece of pen, take out a pen and piece of paper, class. Today we're getting our shit together. And what you're gonna do is make a list of your priorities. Number 1 being your number 1 utmost priority, number 2 and number 3. I think 3 priorities is a good amount to start with. It's not so much that you get overwhelmed or anything, but it's also recognizing that you're a human being with, you know, more than one priority. You're multifaceted. Even just doing this list usually helps me feel a lot better in my funk, because it just reminds me that at any day or any moment in time, I can have a fresh start. And you can really choose to turn this car around and live your best life. Doing this list is also really helpful because it kind of helps you see where you were going wrong before and what you were wasting your time on, and it just gives you more clarity. For example, if your priority is fitness or to run a half marathon, but you're dilly-dallying and dragging your feet indoors doing your homework, or you're doing your schoolwork, so then you don't have enough time to go and exercise, then something's got to change. That means that you have to budget more time in your day to run and actually work on something that you care about, which is this half marathon. Also, this is sort of taboo. It's okay if your priorities aren't always school related. I don't really know why it's such a crazy idea to some people. Honestly, who am I to tell you what's important to you? Who is anyone? Who is you? Deep. Good job, Connie. Thanks, Connie. If you want to get out of this funk and feel like you're living your best life, you have to do just that. Live your best life. Not what your parents want, not what your classmates think or what your professors think, not what society thinks. It all comes down to you. So I'm not saying blow off school, who cares, fail out. I'm just saying that if you have other priorities besides school, which you probably do, then you have to be better about carving out time in your day for those other priorities. Because if you're not planning your day around priorities 1, 2, and 3, then you're just letting letting the day run you, if that makes sense. And that's how you end up living an inauthentic life that's not aligned with priorities 1, 2, and 3. And that's why you're in this funk. That was a mic drop. This is me picking up the mic again. Okay, number 3. Okay, now this is the fun part that I really like. Number 3 is looking ahead and feeling inspired. So we've appreciated the funk, you know, she's made us reevaluate our priorities, and now we have a better sense of where we are and what we're all about. So let's go to the next part. Where do you go with this? I've noticed that I tend to get into funks when I feel like there's nothing really to get excited for, nothing to do to get me to where I want to be. Basically, I get into funks when I feel hopeless, and I feel hopeless when I get into funks. So the solution really is to create hope. Now, I just want to point out that I do think that there is a difference between having hopes and dreams and only living for them. So I just want to differentiate. This isn't saying, okay, I'll only be happy when I graduate someday. I'll only be happy when I achieve XYZ goal. Because that's not healthy, and that's just numbing you to the present, which I've done a lot before too. Instead, this is just more about having a sense of direction, because going in the wrong direction quickly is still the wrong direction. And sometimes we just need these funks to slow us down so that we can redirect ourselves onto the right path. So to do this, to, you know, send yourself on that so-called right path, you have to pretend, well, no. You have to know that you are limitless. I honestly feel like a cycling instructor right now. You are limitless! But honestly, you can really have anything that you want. So what does that look like? What do you want? Take that priorities list, take that number 1, 2, and 3, and make bigger picture goals. For example, if one of your priorities is fitness, then your bigger picture goal is to become a physically fit person. Personify your priorities to help you visualize what your best self actually looks like. What does she wear? What time does he wake up? What do they do on the weekend? And start addressing yourself as such. I think I read this in a book, I think it was Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's not that you run every day, you are a runner. And this brings me to step number 4. Start with small steps to create a bigger momentum. Oh my god, momentum works for them. Okay, so like I said, play back. Momentum, the impetus gained by a moving object. Impetus. So we've appreciated the funk, it helped us reevaluate our priority, it helped us create bigger, future, big picture goals that are more aligned with who we really are. And now is the step to break those big picture goals into small, actionable, everyday tasks. Let's continue with the example from earlier. The funk helped you realize that you weren't prioritizing fitness, which is important to you. You found inspiration and created the bigger picture goal that you want to become a physically fit person. Now it's time to break this down into the little nitty-gritty, everyday things that you can do to become this person. So examples are that this means you're a person that wakes up extra early on the weekends to go to the gym because that's when you have the free time. Maybe you're a person that walks on your lunch break because you have busy work days. Or maybe this means that you constantly look up fun new workouts because you know that you easily get bored. Do you see how I not only broke these into small, mundane, everyday things, but I also acknowledged that you had barriers but were able to be creative to get around those barriers. And this is how I believe that you live your best authentic life. And last but not least, step number 5, don't forget to take care of yourself. And this is so cliche and so common, but I left this vague intentionally because honestly, it means different things to different people. It can look like a lot of things. For me, it means saying no to plans that I don't want to go to because I'm simply tired. Sometimes that means FaceTiming my friends and family for extra support because they're my support system. Sometimes it means sleeping in an extra hour instead of studying because honestly, I just need the mental rest. It can even mean things like eating your favorite guilty pleasure or taking the time to really eat healthy too. Everything in moderation, because you can't really expect to go through life being this lean, mean, goal-crushing machine. That's just not how life works. You have to be able to slow down and take care of yourself and identify the ways that you do that. And honestly, funks are what show you how to take care of yourself. I know that the bulk of this video is about how to use a funk to really help you achieve your goals, but at the same time, you have to realize that your life isn't just boiled down to goals like I mentioned before. Life is about just that, living and breathing and being present. Where you are in life is enough, and where you are in life is where you're meant to be, funk and all. So don't go too crazy into this pursuit of goal chasing and achieving and all that kind of stuff. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. And that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you found this helpful, and I just want you guys to know that no matter where you are in life and what funk you're going through right now, just know that you're not alone, it will pass, and you'll be back to your peak before you know it. This is just another season of life. Please comment down below ideas for other types of these advice videos because, like I said, I love giving unsolicited advice. And if you like what you see, please subscribe down below. I'll see you guys next week.